Soon, 16 people will enter Camp Kindle to compete in a game that will test them both physically and mentally. They'll need to bond with each other prior to voting each other out. And they're going to have to do all of that in some of the harshest conditions that our contestants have ever had to face. Welcome everyone to Stranded Water Valley. Welcome everyone to Stranded Water Valley. As you can see, we are standing in one of the most beautiful spots in all of Alberta. But what you may not realize is that only 57 kilometers from here, point to point, is actually one of Canada's largest penitentiaries. That's the Bowden Penitentiary. Now, beauty can be misleading, and great landscapes does not relate to great life. And let me tell you why. Because prison life is not like that, no matter where your landscape is. See, prisoners, they need to adapt in any situation, and they need to adapt to their living situation. Most of the time for them, their living situation was cold and it was dark. They would have to sacrifice food, toiletries, luxuries, and at the same time, they would need to bond with other inmates in order to stay safe, to survive. To obtain power, they would form gangs. And then those gangs would rival other gangs in competition in the yard, where the winners would grow in strength, and the losers, more often than not, would take out one of their own. Backstabbing, snitching, taking one another out, these are all the way prisoners lived. Now, the more that happened, the more ruthless and the bigger these gangs would get. And at that point in time, a power struggle would happen, and one by one, prisoners would take each other out. And it would lead down to only one person remaining who was going to be in charge of the prison from the inside, the prison kingpin. Now clearly, there are no concrete walls. You don't have any bars here, but believe me when I say, over the next few days, you are going to understand what it's like to be in prison. Conditions here are going to be harsh. Luxuries have been taken away. You will form gangs. You will be tested both physically and mentally. You will have a chance to snitch to authority. People will be put in the hole. You will take each other out systematically one by one. And trust me in these words, at some point this weekend, every single one of you will turn on each other in order to survive. I am your warden. This is my prison. You are now under my control. So we are going to get you now into your cell blocks because your prison sentence in this game starts right now. When I call your name, come stand Burnstick, Fallen Timber, and grab your buff. Representing Burnstick, Marnie.
My name is Marnie Fedeko, and I am a news reporter for Cochrane Now, as well as a town councillor. So I've got a unique role of part of the reason why I wanted to play the game as well. It's a little bit of strategy, because I think that this game is all about strategy. Doesn't matter how good you are physically, even emotionally, mentally, but you got to strategize to win the game.
Fallen Timber, Trevor.
Well, my name is Trevor Prosser. I am an information systems manager with CCVO. It's the Calgary Chamber of Voluntary Organizations. What I'm most excited about for this, honestly, I feel like this has been two different competitions. It's been the fundraising, and now it's this. And I feel like everybody's on an even footing, and it's a whole new ball game, and it's really exciting to see it start to evolve.
Burnstick. Brittany.
So my name is Brittany. I work at the Autism Asperger's Friendship Society as an adult program coordinator over there. And the thing I'm most excited about for this weekend is living out a little bit of my childhood dream of being on Survivor and competing in challenges and making alliances and pulling some schemes maybe.
Fallen Timber. Brooke.
I'm Brooke. I am direct support staff at the Drop-In Center, and I'm excited to be Cutthroat for Charity.
Burnstick. Becca.
I'm Becca Swanson. I work for Summit Fine Wines, and I'm really excited to sleep outside. Not!
Fallen Timber. Anna.
Hi, I'm Anna Whiteman, and I'm a grade 6 teacher in Calgary. The most excited thing I am for Stranded is I'm a big Survivor fan, so I want to have the bragging rights that I made it the weekend, and I always say that I could do that. That's so easy, so I guess now we'll see if I can.
Burnstick. Stephen.
Hey there, my name is Steven. I'm an associate at Fox & Associates, which is a private wealth management group in Calgary, and I am excited to see how it goes in the damp this weekend for sleeping arrangements. I think that's going to be exciting. We've got a twin air mattress, so.
Fallen Timber. Renita.
So yeah, my name's Renita Bartlett. I work for Family and Community Support Services with the town of Cochrane. The thing that I'm most excited about is just being out here, participating in the challenges and testing myself, my boundaries.
Burnstick. Domingo.
My name is Domingo Luminac, and I'm a fashion stylist and a personal shopper. And what I'm so excited about is to have 16 different people that are grouped together. I've never been in a camp before, nor experienced camping. Just even the experience during the bus ride was a little bit overwhelming. But you know what? I'm really excited about just trying to get to know every character here. And the game has already started. I mean, I know exactly that Marnie has an idol, and when I told the rest of the team that she has an idol, the rest of the team told her and asked her. So this is gonna go down. You know what? I'm here. I'm gonna play hard. I'm gonna cause some chaos. I guess that's what it is. But it's just really interesting. Yeah, very interesting. So we'll see. Stay tuned.
Fallen Timber. Shane.
My name is Shane Eklund. I'm a construction manager for Modus Structures out of Crossfield. I'm excited about just learning different people's traits and you know what makes them click, and you know obviously the different personalities, because there's a whole bunch of them out here. Some will work to my advantages, some won't, but it'll be interesting to kind of play around with it.
Burnstick. Cardell.
My name's Cardell. I actually work in insurance, and I'm just really excited to get out here and have fun all weekend because all of my friends supported me to get here this far. So.
Fallen Timber. Jay.
My name is Jay Poksa. I work for Aspen Crossing. I build haunted houses and escape rooms. And what I'm most excited about for this weekend, I think it's a little bit of everything. Like obviously the competitions, but a little bit of the, I don't want to say backstabbing, but I think so. And I don't know, just seeing people's personalities come out once the competition really gets going. So I think that'll be a good time.
Burnstick. Serena.
Okay, well, my name is Serena. Right now I'm doing serving, I'm bartending, what else do I do? I also am a supervisor at a community club. I am I work in the film and stage industry, doing like a lot of background work. But I am actually trying to get myself in the front of the camera, doing like singing, acting, that kind of stuff. So yeah, so that's I'm kind of like an aspiring singer. So you may hear me singing around the camp, maybe not, I don't know, we'll see. I'm hoping to make it to the end. But you know what, whether I do or not, I'm going to play my game the best I can, outwit and outsmart.
Fallen Timber. Where am I here? Sorry, Jamie.
My name is Jamie Miles. I work for a company called FiberNew. I am a franchise consultant and I sell franchises. I am excited to participate on behalf of the Boys and Girls Clubs of the Foothills, who I sit on the board and who has been an amazing support for kids programs and has utilized Kids Up Front. I am excited for the game to unfold and all the people and the personalities and get into some competitions.
Burn Stick. Dwayne.
Hi, my name is Dwayne Clippert. I work at Oil and Gas as a project manager, and I also build hot rods. What am I most excited about this weekend? Oh, that's going to be hopefully not failing at the immunity challenges and not getting voted out and getting voted for at the very end.
And Fallen Timber, Natasha.
My name's Natasha. I am a caseworker with Children's Services through the Government of Alberta. I'm most excited this weekend about building alliances and then breaking them. Sorry, guys.
Now, before we move on, I would actually like to recognize 4 people for their contributions in this game. You see, throughout history, many wardens would take payoffs in order to give special privileges to people as they enter their prisons. One of the most famous people who did this was Warden Henry Smith, who in Kingston Penitentiary ran a bribery scandal for 16 years. I'm no different than him. And even though you've all contributed, there's 4 people who went above and beyond the amount of money that was contributed. They are Marnie, Dwayne, Renita, and Trevor. So, Trevor, or sorry, who was on this side? Marnie, right there. Sorry, Marnie. Dwayne, sorry, yeah, Trevor and Renita. I'm giving you guys the Ace of Clubs. In my prison, the Ace of Clubs, it gives you power. And this power will allow you to be safe from the first tribal council that you find yourself at. So, that being said, at this time, I would send you back to your camps, which is actually a slang term for prison. But me and my guards, we like to have some fun with you before you go. And we like to give you a chance to win a little extra prison contraband before you take in. So get to know each other, because you guys are going to immediately need to work together. And I'll see you down at the yard for your first challenge.
With all the contestants in their new tribes, they only have a couple of minutes to meet each other before getting thrown into the first reward competition of Stranded Water Valley.
All right, guys, welcome to your first reward challenge. We had a plan in order to help me move some water around, but considering you're already wet, that didn't seem like the right call. So what we're gonna do instead is make you a little dizzy. So this challenge is for reward. What you will do is there are 8 different posts with ropes attached to it. One person from each tribe will wrap themselves up in their rope and put a hand on that post. On go, one person at a time from each tribe will unravel themselves, spinning, come out, run up to these barrels, circle a word on a word search, run back to their rope, circle themselves back in, touch the post, and the next person of their choosing can go. Every single person will go once. They'll circle it. Once 8 words are done, 2 more words are left. You can send anybody you want a second time for the last 2, but everybody goes once before those other people go. Okay, now let's find out what we're playing for. This is reward. So the first thing that we're playing for is actually 2 things. It's from Tories LLP. It's a Corkcicle water bottle. These are really nice, expensive water bottles. Now, these are not going into the game with you. These are actually in your prize baskets for when you get done. So these are really, really nice. Thank you, Tories. Now, what you're playing for that's more important to you, especially with this weather, is this. These are 2 different sleeping bags. One is a lot better than the other. Winning tribe gets the better sleeping bag. A little warmer, a little nicer, a little more refreshed when the morning comes. Worth playing for? Yeah. All right, I'll let you strategize and we'll get started. Survivors ready? Go! She's out. She's out. Jamie's out. Jamie's got a word. Start all over there. Yeah, you guys got to take your time. Good jump back out. Shane, we're having. Yeah, Serena's figuring it out. Wrap yourself back up. Fallen Timber off to a big lead here. Serena's good. Looks like Cardell is off, I believe. Almost falls, but she keeps going. Shane looking for the word. Take your time and look. Cardell brings Burnstick back. Cardell's doing a good job. She's good. Who's going for Burnstick? Marnie's off. Shane's got his word. He's on his way back. Shane wrapping back up. Shane doing good work on the wrap. Renita's on her way out. Marnie quick to find the word. Let's go! Come on, Fallen Timber! Renita, good work. Brittany's on her way out. Brooke does a good job. Tasha's out. Dwayne's still struggling. Dwayne's got it. Go in there, Dwayne. Dwayne's good. Steven's on his way out. Tasha working on the word. Tasha's on her way back. Tasha's good. Anna's on her way out.
Come on, Steven! You only need one word, not all of them.
Calm your nerves when looking at the word search. It'll help a lot. Steven gets it. Anna's good. Fallen Timber's at 6. Domingo's on his way out. Anna's rolling back in.
There you go, bud. There you go.
5, 6. It's 6-5 right now for Fallen Timber.
Come on, Jay, you got it.
Yes, Domingo, go!
Jay.
Yes, yes, yes!
Okay. Domingo's good. 6-6. Nice work by Domingo there. Well, Domingo's wrapping himself back in. Domingo's good.
Next, Becca, go! Nice.
What are you guys doing?
Whoa, there's 2 going. Both of you back. Becca, Cornell, both of you are going. Both go back. Figure it out. Big mistake by Burnstick there.
Oh, that was my fault. Okay, go. Sorry.
Okay, now Becca's good. Now your Becca's going.
Are you guys on your second round?
Make sure everybody goes once or I send you back. Becca, you have an error. Yeah. That's number 8 for Fallen Timber. Who's going twice? He's got to wrap himself up first. Fallen Timber can send the next one. Jamie's off for a second time. 2 words left for Fallen Timber. That Jamie, quick work once again. Fallen Timber is 1 away. She's got to wrap herself up. Keep working it. Make sure that goes tight there. Becca. Good. Okay, last person. Shane's going one last time. Make sure you wrap out. Find that word for the win. One word still missing. Brittany's good. It's good. Shane, let's see it. Hold on. Fallen Timber wins award. All right, guys. Things are. Good challenge. Tough. Becca, what happened there when two of you went out at the same time? Miscommunication or? Riddell taking responsibility for it. I said those things happen. You recovered nicely, but Fallen Timber, Jamie, excellent work there. That was extremely well done there. Both times really quick. Those last few words are tough, and you guys nailed them pretty good. So you guys will get the extra sleeping bag, or the better sleeping bag for tonight. You guys will get the cups. From now, you guys can head back to camp. But just before you go, I'd just like to remind you of something. I like to have ears on the ground everywhere in this game. So when you see my guys walking around, camera guys, everything, on them, they're going to have a pad of paper and a pen and a little box. If at any point in time that you're doing an interview or you see them, if you quietly want to get a message to me, that'll be kept anonymous, but maybe brought up at a tribal council. If anybody feels like letting the warden know and snitching or ratting or telling me what's up, feel free to write a little note to any of my guys. It'll be anonymous and it may be brought up at tribal council and we'll get to the bottom of it. But for now, head back to your camp, make some shelter, and I'll see you guys soon.
Competing in extreme weather conditions is not an easy task. Neither is losing a reward competition. We check in with Burnstick at their camp to find out how things are holding up.
Wait till we hear a crackle.
Oh, you guys have fire!
We don't have any crackling yet, so we don't. Oh, we got a crackle.
Almost.
Careful.
Lip balm.
There we go.
Yeah, lip balm.
Don't worry about my eyebrows.
No kidding.
Yeah, I got my eyebrows
burn
done
anybody.
here.
Okay,
Oh,
go
good.
again.
So upon arriving at camp, everyone split and went in directions. So I already know that Marnie has an immunity idol. She found it immediately. And I think I have an alliance starting with Cardell, Steven, and we have to rope Becca in. She doesn't know yet, but we've decided for her. And first on the chopping block, we're thinking about kicking out Serena. Because, yeah, that's how it feels so far.
I've been lucky enough to get immunity because I did some outstanding fundraising. So that part's good. So hopefully it'll keep me in the game a little bit longer. But it's interesting. You can already see the little mice scurrying and making partnerships. So I think that people definitely notice because you're going to be here a little bit longer. So obviously I think that they want to maybe kind of befriend me maybe more than somebody that they think that is going to be an easier target. Right now I think everybody's still trying to kind of get to know each other, but you can see maybe some of the weaker links, I guess, right? The people who maybe talk a little too much, maybe are not too outdoorsy, seem to have some challenges there. So you know, you got to start to align yourself with. You don't want to go with the too physical of an alignment, but yet you got to have a good balance there. So that's how I'm going to try to play the game, anyways.
Well, we just split up to put together our shelter and to go find water, and a couple of us have already started to form our original or our first time alliances. There's kind of 2 people on the chopping block right now, but time will tell, I guess, who the one will be, because one's kind of a safe bet and the other one's a wild card. So.
I just want to go probably much bigger than that.
Good job, Stephen!
No
That team was go.
No, it was a team effort. That was team.
So we made a few friends on the bus, and I'm hoping they go on my team. I guess that's the tricky thing. I got breakfast, and so I'm planning on voting for someone for breakfast, so hopefully that pans out and they go on my team, because I made it obvious I was voting for them. But that's going to be useless, but we'll see. Hopefully it's good.
Well, the way my theory is not to be in charge. Be second in command, try and steer the person in charge to do the things that I think would be beneficial to the tribe. Who do I have in my sights? I can't remember her name, but it's one of the ladies. It is not a personal thing, it's just one of those things. Who am I working with? Well, considering that there's 6 guys and 10 women, the guys. And a couple of the ladies as well that teamed up with, hopefully make a good partnership and carry on to the end, or close to it, for them.
I definitely think that me and Dwayne are going to team up. We're definitely on the same wavelength as far as survival skills and just being a little more hardy, but everybody else, I'm not really sure exactly how well they camp or do anything outside, so should be interesting the first night.
I haven't really met, I don't think I've really met anybody that I have a target yet against. Everybody seems to be on the bus. I found that, everybody's kind of very, getting to know everybody, very friendly. I'd say probably on my team alone, probably my 2 closest would be probably Steven and Domingo. Domingo was one of the first ones that sat down with me, so we were able to really connect a little bit more. And he's actually I was one of those ones that was kind of like, I'm getting the breakfast and I couldn't figure out who to give the breakfast to. I started off with Shane, and then I was like, no, Jay, no. And then I was like, no, Domingo, I think he deserves it.
After checking in with Burnstick, we head over to Fallen Timber, where the $3,500 advantage is now in play.
Congratulations, you are the winner of the $3,500 advantage. You have earned yourself the right to an extra vote at Tribal Council. This is in addition to your regular vote. No one else knows that you have this advantage in the game. You cannot use this extra vote until Jamie announces that the $3,500 advantage is activated. In order to use this vote, you must wait until everybody has placed their votes at Tribal Council. Once the final person returns from voting, Jamie will say, "I'll go tally the votes." At this point, you will stand immediately and let Jamie know that you want to use the $3,500 advantage. You will be instructed to go to the voting teepee, write down the person's name, and place the vote in the box. You can choose to vote for the same person as your original vote or someone different. You may use this extra vote up to and including the Tribal Council with 8 people remaining. You cannot transfer this extra vote to another player, and you can only use this extra vote once. What you choose to do with this information is up to you. You can share this information with anyone or keep it to yourself. That's awesome.
We get it started. I think we might have forgot about it. It's dark. We should actually lay down and make sure there's no major rocks or big pieces of wood underneath our target.
Yeah. Looked like it was pretty clear, but you never know till you actually do it. Yeah.
Where do we want to sign, guys? Maybe it'll sit right on this.
Maybe it'll burn.
I started playing on the bus and I made a really good connection with somebody from the other team. So unfortunately we're not together, but if we make it to the merge, we got it going on. I also have somebody on my team here that I am working directly with, and we have a couple other people in mind we're trying to talk to and see where we're going. So that's where we're at right now.
Measuring cuts, but didn't know how lucky you were getting. Okay.
I've talked to a couple people on the bus, and it was kind of hard because prior to getting here we didn't know what tribes we were going to be on, so it's nice to have someone on the other tribe that, you know, and hopefully we'll touch base throughout the night and tomorrow to make sure we're both on the same page, and if we make it to the merge, that'll be good. There's been a little chatter around camp here, but so far, everybody seems pretty eager to help. I think give it a little bit, and once everybody gets a little wet and cold, attitudes will change, and you'll see the true colors.
Could we just tie them? Or are we trying to...
We're trying to get it a little higher so the smoke
I
goes
understand.
up.
So I guess my overall game plan is just kind of lay low, kind of see what's going on, but still I want to be aggressive, but I've watched other seasons and the people who are the most aggressive to start off with were the first voted out. So just kind of keeping an eye out on what's happening, and if I don't know what's happening, it's probably going to be me. So just making sure that I'm in the know. Overall at camp, everyone's pretty quiet compared to the other tribe, but I think there's definitely some leaders coming out and some alliances are starting to be formed. So it'll be interesting. Every time someone goes to get water, it's a little stressful.
Come on, your potato, you can do this.
No.
Jamie had an idea, someone lifting her.
Yeah.
There you go.
Come on up. I've actually started to hold off talking to people. Like I've on the bus, I was watching people and who they're talking with, and I know they're different tribes now, which is great. But Jamie and Stephen, I think it was, they were really getting at it. But no, I talked with Brooke here. The only hard thing is we kind of want to vote someone off that already has an immunity idol, so we have to kind of figure out a way. But the hardest thing for me is I really like my tribe, and I don't want to see anyone go, but that's the whole name of the game, so we'll see. Brooke, this name's like, come on here. Anna, we're trying to get 5, but it's hard because there's 2 that you can't vote off, so I don't know, we'll see. We're gonna see how people play out and kind of go from there.
Even if we had like... Because if we put a stick
longer,
and then one over here.
So even though the game has just started, there's lots of talk going around camp. So there's 4 of us who have chatted and talked about aligning. I don't know what's going on with that because there's a lot of people still branching off, and I've been approached still by one other person to chat. I think that Jay and Brooke know each other outside of here by the way that they looked at each other on the bus. So I asked Jay and he gave me some sort of spiel. So we'll see how the weekend goes, if I believe him or not.
I mean, I can probably reach the top of the tree. Let's go.
Well, definitely the game started right as soon as we got here in the conversations. As far as having somebody in my sight, I have a few people. Some people did a lot of name dropping when we first got here. So they're those people, not the ones whose names were dropped, but the ones who did it. They're definitely in my sight because they're pretty big competitors. Yeah, so.
Because then it might go to that tree over there.
You want a piece like a stick?
I really like Natasha and Jay. I feel like we get along really well. So we're working together as well with Anna. I'm not sure who is in our sights right now. I'm kind of just going like anybody but me, and I'm good. That's kind of how I'm playing my game. So yeah, I'm pretty much down for everyone as long as it's not me.
Like that? Yeah. Or we could try here.
Yeah, it's funny because, compared to another type of survival game where you may have an enemy, I think it's a little different here because all of these people are here for the right reasons and all these wonderful things. So you're still like, it's hard to be like, I'm going to target somebody. But yeah, I mean, there's conversations going on, absolutely. I've talked to a few people, and it's less about that traditional alliance maybe and more about the, I'm going to listen and you're going to listen, and then we're going to talk again in a little while. We're going to see what goes on at the next challenge, and we're going to see who's going to have the strongest team for us right now. I feel like Saturday is the day for our team to come together and be the strongest it can be so that we don't go to as many of the eliminations as possible. Then Sunday, we'll see what happens.
With no signs of the weather slowing down and tensions rising at camps, the tribes must now compete in their first immunity challenge of Stranded Water Valley.
Welcome everyone. How's camp?
Awesome.
Yeah. Need everybody getting along up there? Yeah. Is it wet up there, Trevor? How's the conditions?
I think we're doing pretty well.
Yeah?
Staying dry.
That's Steve and everybody taking care up on your camp there?
Yeah, we're practicing our spooning formation.
Nice. Is everybody on board with the spooning formation?
Absolutely.
Yeah. All right, well, it sounds like you guys got everything under control. These guys a little more, but for a different conversation.
We'll be a little happier tomorrow.
We're the fun tribe.
Well, the good news is I'm going to get to talk to one of you guys sooner than later, because up for grabs, their first community challenge. Oftentimes in prison, when gangs would compete in challenges in the yard, things would get out of hand, and they would be summoned to the warden's office. And it usually wasn't the winners who came; it was the losers, and they would be the ones who explain what happened, and they'd usually throw somebody under the bus, and somebody would take the fall. You do not want to come to my office and have that conversation with me, because the only way to be safe in this game is not to be there, and the only way to be safe in this game is to hold on to this. So we are going to start a challenge that'll keep you out of my office. On my go for immunity, you will be tied together as a unit of 8 people. You will run to 5 different stations that are around this area. At each station, you will find a token. That is your color, green and blue. You will grab the token, you'll bring it back, put it on the platform, go get another token. Once you get all 5 tokens on that platform, flip over that tile, follow the instructions, somebody will win immunity. You guys ready to play?
Yeah.
Give you a minute to strategize and we'll get started.
All right.
Go.
I'll drop it here.
First stick. I haven't seen one drop yet. So please guys, you're good.
We have to cross here.
Over here first. Box.
I got one going in the box. I gotta drop it.
Yeah, which way is it going to run? Longer.
Here we go. Grab the box. Fallen Timbers dropping 2. Fallen Timbers dropping the 3rd. Oh. It fell off. Grab it. Fallen Timbers got 3. Make sure you stay connected.
Hey, where they come from? Dwayne, go straight.
Burn Stick has 3. Fallen Timber has 3.
Good work, guys. There's no one back there.
Drop the tip, did you?
No, he's got it. Jay's got it.
Was that the rocket? Hard as you can. I'll try
Fallen
to get
Timber
it.
has 4. Burn Stick has 3. You can flip it. Get even.
Never screws the stations.
Remember screws?
Yeah. Okay. I got a number 1. You got 1? I got 3.
I got 5.
Colored number.
I'll go find the purple color number.
Close.
Have a marker.
Okay.
Got it.
We're station 5. What station is that? Has
8. Number screw station 1.
Okay.
When you think you got it, yell check.
4.
When you think you got it, yell check.
4 has
Hold them, everyone. Let you go to a station.
What else?
Okay.
Purple.
Pardon? Red numbers. No, purple. Purple.
I know it.
Station 5. Did someone go to?
Yeah. Shane went.
Shane's coming
Okay.
back. Shane.
What else are we looking for?
3 to 11 color number.
Purple color number.
What was closed from the
Station 3. Where's 3?
3?
3 has 5.
This is station 5.
Where's the 3?
2. I got it. Hey.
For immunity, guys.
There's 2 clothespins.
Full number is 2. 2. How many clothespins?
16.
Geo?
I don't know. That wasn't what I was doing.
Where's number station 3?
9 balls. 9 balls. Do we have all of them?
They're in brackets.
One.
16 minus 3
Plus 3 is 6.
No, it's 10.
Oh, sorry.
Check.
10.
Check. 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 Gotta check. We're falling timber, but don't stop. What's your answer?
10.
That is incorrect.
16.
Minus 3.
13.
16. Check. Another check. 16. Fallen timber.
First off, tough challenge. Another tough one. Yeah, actually I've seen this done a few times and it's always the same way. Nobody recognizes it at the beginning and then you're scrambling at the end, and communication is key on the numbers. And then of course you got to know bedmas. And you guys fallen timber, somebody figured it out. Who figured that out right away in the equation? Because nobody went back. You had the equation at 10 and then somebody switched it. Somebody get the math?
Just did the math again.
Yeah, you just did the math again? Okay. All right, either way, it was great. Great job by both, but this is for you guys here. Fallen timber. So you guys, gonna have probably a better evening tonight. Not worrying about going to my office for the first time, burn stick. I will see you guys at some point. I'm not gonna say when, where one of you 8 will be the first person voted out of Stranded Water Valley. We'll see you soon. Back to camp.
Did we get an 8th sleeping bag at any point?
With the immunity now secured by fallen timber, the teams head back to camp to either relax or strategize while Jamie cooks up the next reward challenge.
It's a little rainy and wet out there, isn't it? Well, obviously, this is a reward challenge for you guys. This is a stranded auction. In order for you guys to get a little more items to bring into the game in what is clearly, like I told you at the beginning, hazardous, tough living conditions. So what will happen here is I'll show you an item. You'll bid. There's no sharing of money. You got your own money. Auction can end at any time. You have $500 worth of chips there. Reds are 25s, greens are 50, black is 100. See an item, hold up your paddle and bid. Nobody bids you, you keep the prize. Then we'll move on to the next one. Again, the auction can end at any time, at any amounts. Everybody, any questions? Pretty straightforward. All right, let's see what your first item is. First item is something that might help in the morning, could help at any time. We got 2 big Monster energy drinks here, Rock Stars. Got a Rock Star Revolt.
Wait for coffee.
I will not bid against.
They're both for you. Whoever bids.
I won't bid you.
So who wants it for, let's say 100? 100? 75? 50? 25? All right, Natasha had that up first. 50?
Yeah.
50. Natasha's going 50. 75? Nobody? Going once?
not?
Becca comes out there. 75. Right? That's what I said. 100? Natasha?
Yeah.
100? 125?
Go for it.
What?
Go for it.
100. 100 Natasha. Oh, you're in. Brittany's in for 125.
Take it.
125 Brittany. Anybody else?
Do you get both?
You get both. 125. 150, it could be yours, Jay.
Do it, Jay.
Going once?
I'll do it.
150, Natasha's back in.
Good one.
Natasha's back in for 150. Going once? Going twice? So, I didn't trust you guys. Natasha, I'll take 150 from you.
I've been talking about them all day.
So 3 greens. Next item. Just ate, just ordered. Everybody here just had one. 6-inch Subway sub. Either ham or turkey. Don't know which one it is, but you're gonna have to roll on that one. 6-inch sub, fresh. $100.
Does it have mustard on it?
Oh, good question.
Because if it does, I'm out.
No, it doesn't. But we got condiments that we will give you on the way out that you can put whatever you want on it. 100. Steven's first with 100. 150. Who's got 150? 150, Shane says. 175?
I know.
Going once?
Yeah, man.
Ooh, Becca. 175. 200. 200. Going once. Going twice? Shane says 200. I'm going to have to do that quicker. You guys are really waiting for the last minute. 200. Yeah, you're 225, Becca. 225. 250, Shane. 225. Going once. Going twice. Sold. 225.
Who's hungry?
Yeah. I mean, you have been doing.
Bag's wet, but the thing's not. Don't worry about that. Yeah. All right, item number 3. It's an envelope not to be opened until you're in camp. Open privately when you're in camp. 100. Dwayne, we got 125. Serena, 150. Brooke, we're going to go all the way up to 250 on this one. Serena, head up first. 275. Dwayne, somebody give me 400 for this. Brooke, 425.
We don't have that, do we?
Serena, yeah, 500. Yeah. Serena, 425. 450. Brooke goes 450. 475. 450 to Brooke. Going once. Going twice. Sold. To Brooke.
Go for it.
Now I'm going to take 450 from you, Brooke. And Brooke, I want you to give this same envelope to somebody on the other tribe.
Oh. Okay. Sneaky.
Give that one to somebody on the other tribe. Okay. And you keep this.
Sweet.
To be opened alone at camp.
Thank you.
Sorry, who'd that go to? Brittany? Yep, went to Brittany. Next item. Low budget item, but it might be well worth it in rainy conditions. This chair is actually extremely handy of a camping chair. It keeps you wet. It's actually more comfortable than it looks. Nice little camping chair in wet grass beats sitting on a log sometimes. 100? Becca says 100. 150? Renita? 200? 200 for Steven. 250? 250 for Domingo. 300. 300 for Trevor. 325. Domingo. 350? Renita. 375 Trevor. You want 375? No. So 350 right now. Renita. Going once? Going twice? Sold. 350. Be well worth it. 325. Or 350. That's 350, sorry. Yeah. Sorry. Next one. Would come in handy at any point in time. I'll actually show you guys this. We have 2 kind bars. One almond salted caramel, dark chocolate. The other almond dark chocolate and sea salt. Again, protein, help you through these tough days. 100? Cardell? 150? I'm gonna go Steven on that one. It was close. 200? Oh boy. Shane, I'll give that one to. 250. Steven. Remember, somebody can just yell out one if they really want to go high. 250 for Steven. 300? Shane is going 300. 350, Steven. 325. 325, Steven. 350?
Steven shares, so it's okay.
325. Going once. 350. No, wait. 325.
Who is 325 right now?
Yeah, Steven was 325. Shane, you're 350. Yes.
Oh.
375.
Okay.
375 card down. 400. Going once. Going twice. 400 for Trevor.
There's not going to be much that's going over 400.
425. Anybody want to go 425?
Yeah, well, let's do it.
Cardell, 425. 450, Trevor? 425. Going once? Going twice? Sold. 425.
Yay, chocolate.
There you go.
All right.
This one is kind of a little bit symbolic. Cup of coffee delivered to you in the morning. For you and somebody of your choice. Gets free coffee delivered to you as soon as you wake up in the morning.
500.
500 for Trevor. Nobody can beat that. Trevor, coffee will be coming to you in the morning. You do not need to decide right now who gets it, but you'll get a cup. You can deliver it to that person tomorrow.
Thank you very much.
Okay? Trevor likes his coffee.
I don't blame him.
So here we go again. Next item.
That was a good call.
We got another envelope.
500.
500 for Dwayne. He's going to take it.
Smart man.
Yeah, 500. Take that, and
Thank you.
like before, I have another envelope for you to give to the other tribe. Who would you like to give it to?
Give it to Shane.
Shane. For you to open at camp in private. Next item. It's a meal. I'm not saying what it is. It's in that styrofoam container.
50 bucks.
50 for Jay.
100.
100 for Brittany. 150 for Marnie. 200 for Anna. Now we're good somewhere. Brittany, how much? 250.
300.
300 by Marnie? 300 by Marnie.
325.
325 by Steven. Brittany says 350.
375.
375 by Marnie. 400 Anna.
425.
425 Brittany. Going once. 450 for Anna.
Somebody go all in on this. Yeah. You might as well.
500.
Oh, that was about the exact same time.
You can take it.
Okay, Serena, you get it.
All in.
Yeah, I'm not sure if you're going to like it, but some good old luncheon meat there. I hope you like spam.
Right.
Yeah. Next item.
I'm doing it for you guys.
Some toothpaste and a toothbrush.
500.
Somebody said 500. Brittany said 500. Right away. Jay said 4.
I mean, you were almost.
I put my hand out.
Sorry, Jay. I will share my toothpaste with everyone.
Oh,
I appreciate you.
You're an angel. Yeah.
I'm gonna eat it after.
Okay. Next item is actually a Blindside Entertainment favorite food dish. We have this usually late. It's a lovely smoked toasted Italiano with crusted salt and pepper seasoning and crumble nut garnish.
Say it again. 500. Say it again.
Oh, yes.
Who yelled out 500, Marnie?
Yeah, Marnie.
All right, Marnie. Welcome. This is some Blindside Entertainment chip toast and nut dust.
It's gonna be great, guys. We got all this. We're doing all the
We're punching today.
Thanks for coming to my auction, guys. That's all there is. Enjoy your food.
Perfect.
Night is not clearly over yet.
Nope.
Lightning is still
Just
going.
beginning.
That is a sign to come. And a reminder to all of you that the $3,500 advantage is now active. Have a good night.
Thank you.
Did you find your water bottle? Or no? Was it you?
I have shoes on, though.
Do you want your rain jacket? Do you want the poncho?
No, I think I'll just put it.
Don't do it. You're gonna get wet.
Okay.
Put the
No.
poncho
Just
on.
go next.
We're looking out for you. Trevor's giving me his poncho.
Oh yeah.
That's nice.
I won at the auction the coffee for the morning. I immediately dropped $500 on that because I said, you know, a warm cup of coffee in the morning, especially if it's going to be raining like this, it's going to be very nice. So yeah, we're just going to hunker down for the night in our nice warm sleeping bags, listen to the thunder, and enjoy being out in nature.
So it's raining, we're all wet, but we got some lovely ponchos as an advantage. At the challenge, I won 2 energy drinks, which everyone back home knows what that means to me. There's some interesting things going on at camp. People are throwing out my name, so not good. I made better relationships than you did, so sorry, you're gonna have to go.
Yeah, so camp life's pretty sweet. We're pretty set up. It's really dry, actually, like the way we set it up, so that's pretty good. And I paid $425 with it for an envelope with a stick in it, so that was good. It was painted green, so that's a little added flair. But yeah, it was a stick for sure. It's just a stick. So Yeah. I burned it in front of everyone just because the burning was out of rage, but I showed it to everybody just because like I realized that like I was already going to put a target on my back for bidding on that. And then the fact that it was literally nothing, I was just like, I'm just going to show them the note and show them that it's nothing. So that I hopefully take that target off my back. So.
And with Burn Stick not having an immunity idol for Tribal tomorrow morning, let's find out what they're up to over at their camp.
Look like a should look like a baggie.
Flavor.
Which one? I got the glove.
Wow, that rice looks good.
Because then we could have coconut rice.
It is. Well, we have all that other food that we can mix in with the rice.
Things at camp are good. Everyone seems to like generally stay in the same group, minus when we go look for firewood. So it's hard to get some time to talk to people. That's where we're at right now. Although I think that everyone's on board with who we're voting out tomorrow, I think. But then who knows? It could be me and I wouldn't know that. So it's going well. So the weather outside is gorgeous right now. We've had some thunder, some lightning. We're all soaked and wet. We have a little clothing rack over our fire that we were drying our socks on earlier, and then we shoved them under the tarp before we went down for the last competition. So hopefully we can have warm feet tonight. Hopefully, fingers crossed.
Well, right now it's really wet and raining. Hopefully it'll slow down throughout the evening. We're cooking up our rice, and all the people that bought food at the auction, they're sharing it all with us. So we're going to mix it with the rice and have a gourmet meal out here in Water Valley. I would love to give you an update what's in the envelope that I bought at the auction, but unfortunately right now I haven't read it because there's just too many people around and I have to find a quiet place where there's a little lighter. So I'll probably get up early in the morning and do that while I'm in a washroom type thing. And hopefully it's good. Apparently the other one wasn't so good, so maybe I got the good one. Fingers crossed.
So right now, it's in camp, it's wet everywhere, it's raining. And you know what? For the first time, I'm actually trying a minute rice. I've never had it before. Very exciting. Everyone seems to be very happy. We lost a challenge, so I think it's pretty anonymous. It's going to go home tomorrow. So we'll see.